I want to raise as much money, obviously, as possible. I want to be able to donate the money to CK Post, which is a drug rehab.
Right.
It is state funded, and I cannot personally give it to them, but I have to go through their alumni, because even, maybe it's not so much for a bed, but anything that the people that are there receiving treatment, anything that they need.
Right.
I mean, it's everything from food to...
Sure.
medicine, whatever it is,
right,
to try to, you know, help them succeed in their, rehabilitation.
This is the Charles K. Post Addiction Treatment Center, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's actually on Pilgrim State grounds.
And that's obviously why you chose it, because of what's happened in your...
Well, at first, I was looking at a couple different places, but my mother wanted to donate it there because my brother was in and out of rehab. And when he came out of CK Post, he looked better than he ever did. And
wow.
And he just, overall, it was a very enlightening experience for him. They helped him with education. They helped him with just trying to stay clean and sober and trying to, make his life go,
Is there like a certain message that you're trying to get across to everyone that attends or is listening in now?
That when you're an addict or you're a family member of an addict, it's very hard for them in every way. And I know this personally because I have an older brother who now is clean for 2 years.
Right, that's great.
I have an older sister who same thing. It's all heroin. It's the epidemic. It's actually insane.
Right.
And it's all over the place.
What are these? The multitude of drugs, all different types of drugs, or is it?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Is it different types of drugs, or is it?
Heroin is the biggest thing that's going on right now.
Right.
And what happens is a lot of doctors overprescribe.
Right.
So they start with the opiates of pills and this and so on and so forth, or they steal from the parents' cabinet.
Wow.
And when they do that, and they go to get the pills, I should say, they're charging $5 to $10 per pill.
Right. Wow.
So when it comes to that, it's easier for them to buy a bag of dope.
Right.
Because it's $10 or $20.
It's crazy. It's
unbelievable. And they shoot it up, or they snort it, or they do anything.
Unbelievable.
And in all reality, these kids, I mean, overall, from I know somebody who's a customer of mine.
Yes.
Whose best friend's son is in a rehab. He's 12 years old.
Oh my God.
He's doing dope?
And he's doing dope.
Oh. Lately it's been showing up in the junior high schools, high schools.
Wow.
It's like in the 70s it used to be big, and it died
a lot of people don't realize what's going on out there. You never believe it.
What's wrong with these kids?
I can't even begin to explain. And, right now, my brother's birthday was 3 days ago.
Wow.
He would have been 23. And if there was a bed for him, he would still be alive. And it's not to say that he would never have tried to shoot up again or any of that, but that day would not have been his day.
Right.
Maybe his day, or maybe he wouldn't have had a day.
Sure.
Maybe if he would have had somebody that would counsel him or show him in the right direction.
Of course.
These kids, they're too damn young to die.
Yeah.
And there's nothing left. There's nothing left.
They don't see it.
And if for the rest of, younger generations, if they all die from this, what is left?
That's so true.
What is left? There's nothing left.
Right. It's all hope is gone. Well,
if you can't save a 12-year-old boy,
yeah,
and parents working, it's a double working household these days.
How did you get everyone involved in this?
I would have to say that would be my lovely ex-husband.
Okay.
Who I love. He's the man.
Do we happen to know him?
Yes, Dan Acosta.
Yeah,
everybody.
There
you have it.
Just happens to be in the room.
Dan, what's up there, buddy?
On this side of the camera.
He actually, I had told him that I wanted to do this. Seriously, it started out really small.
Right.
It started out as, I'm just going to do a benefit at the bar, and whatever money we raise. And, Danny and I have known each other, it's over 20 years.
Wow.
His mother and my mother worked together. He worked with my dad before my dad died. our families have been intertwined. I mean, he is a great man. He carried my brother's casket.
Oh, wow.
He put dirt on my brother's casket when they lowered him in the ground.
Wow.
You know, we're doing all this at a bar.
Sure.
Because it was the venue that was available, but the message that we're still trying to get across, though, is we want to do this to help kids not fall into that trap, not become addicts, you know, and not throw their lives away on stuff like this.
Right.
So, you know, and I run a media company called GDA Media Group.
Yep.
And
know it well.
When we do fundraisers, I mean, we go as big as possible.
Right.
I've been a musician for 18 years, touring with a band called Axis Unknown.
Right.
So I mean,
that's how I met him. I met him on
just
stage.
When we do it big. So
You were
when
a
she told me what she had, and I saw the potential in this, that's when I just started dragging all my friends into it, all the wrestlers, because I've been working with Ringside Pro Wrestling, East Coast Pro Wrestling, NYWC.
You don't wrestle though, do you?
Well, you know what? I've been training.
Okay.
We're getting there little by little.
All right. How do you like
my
it?
trainer's right here. This is Bad Boy.
Yeah, well, I've got some more
I'm
questions for
4'11". I can still kick his butt.
So I figured, since we have the ability to draw the crowd through the wrestling, through the music, and everything else, let's just make this as big as possible. So that's when this whole thing just blew up. And I have to say, like, my friends came out of the woodwork. Everybody was more than willing to jump on board.
Well, we have a couple of wrestlers here today.
Yes, we do.
Can I introduce them?
Absolutely.
All right.
We have. You want to do it, or you want
me
to?
No,
do
you
it?
go ahead. You go ahead. Introduce.
Well, I have my trainer over here. This is Bad Boy Rocky Shore, who is now known as Sheikh Mohammed Hussein. I'm sorry, Abdul Hussein.
That's why I wanted you to introduce, because
Abdul
I didn't know
Hussein.
how to pronounce.
Muhammad's the other guy that beats me up all the time. So he's one half of the Iraqi Butchers.
Okay.
He likes to slap me in the face at the shows all the
And
time.
Rocky, tell us a little about yourself.
I've been wrestling for 24 years.
Right.
Just the past year, I've opened a pro wrestling school.
Okay.
And it's called Ringside Pro Wrestling.
Right.
If anybody's interested,
give it a plug.
Sure. The phone number is 631-729-3077.
Okay.
And
give it to us once more.
631-729-3077.
Great.
You know, we train 3 days a week.
Okay.
Dan comes down there. He's a natural.
I've seen his videos.
He
gets thrown around quite a bit.
He says he doesn't, but he's a natural.
How's your shoulder doing?
I need a front row seat
Rocky,
for that one.
Rocky, I just got to put you on hold a second. We have a caller.
Sure.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Who's this?
Hey, my name is Spaz. I'm actually one of Rocky's students and Dan's friends. I'm going to be at the show on Sunday.
How you doing?
What's going on? How are you?
I'm good. It's Chris. Say hello,
hey, Chris.
Rocky.
How you doing?
Rocky.
Hey, Rocky.
We're having a great time here at the studio. They're doing some great work over here, these guys.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could be there too right now. I'm going to be at the show on Sunday.
Yes.
You know, it's for a great cause. You know, my father actually passed away from drug and alcohol abuse also.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. I used to watch wrestling with him when I was a child, and you know, growing up, I always told my dad that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a wrestler, and you know, I wish he could see, you know, wrestling today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's come a long way. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's admirable what these guys are doing now. Rocky, I noticed here were you also part of WWE at one point? Or?
Well, I did TVs there. I wasn't assigned a wrestler that goes on the road.
Okay.
7 days a week, but I did TVs.
You were Bad Boy Rocky Shaw or something?
Yeah, Rocky Shaw. I went on. You weren't allowed to use gimmick names.
Oh, okay.
So
that had to be a pretty fun experience for you.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
Was it a long stint or just?
What's that?
Was it a long, stint, or how long did you do that for?
Well, we used to back when I was doing it. It was on a Monday and a Tuesday.
Right.
You do TVs. You go in on a Monday. You go there, dress, and they tell you who you're going to work with. And
right.
You do your thing, and then you come back the next day, and that's about it. And then you do that like every month.
And you were half of the tag team of the Iraqi Butchers.
Yeah, my partner's Sheikh Mohammed Hussein.
Okay, I think that was my old landlord from Long Beach. Yeah.
Yeah, we've been tagging for the last, I would say, about 2 years now.
Right.
You know, my partner was in Puerto Rico for about 15 years.
Okay.
And he just came back. He's been here for about 4 years now.
Right.
So we tagged back up, but I've known my partner for all my life, so
right.
He's basically like a brother. Also, I don't know if you want to do these.
Oh, wait, we have another caller. Yeah, we'll introduce that in a second. We have another caller on hold. Caller, hello, you there?
Hey, how's it going?
Who's this?
This is Spaz. I'm one of Rocky's students.
Spaz. Who else are you on the phone with?
Hi, this is Catherine.
We said we have another caller. Is that the same caller? Oh, we have two calls.
We got 2 calls at the same time.
We have 2 calls at the same time. This is great.
That's my sister Catherine on the phone.
Catherine, are you there?
I'm here.
Hi, Catherine. How you doing?
Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
You enjoying the show?
I'm joining the show.
Yes, we're trying to take over the station.
Her son, my nephew Mikey, her son is actually the drummer in my band, so he's going to be on the show too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So
we're doing like an impromptu Axis Unknown reunion for this show, because you know, our little brother Richie, he was a big fan of the music because he kind of grew up around me in the band. So it was only appropriate that we come out of retirement, put the band together, and just put on like a crazy show for him.
So Spaz and Kathy are both going to be at the show.
Yep, Spaz is working the show, which, dude, I really appreciate that, brother. I appreciate you coming through for me. And like I said, Catherine's son is my drummer, so she'll be at the show too.
That's great.
I have to
not a problem, Dan. You know, I got anything you need, I got your back.
I think the whole drug awareness, I don't think we have enough of it. And I just think it's great that they're doing it.
It is, and I also want to introduce now, well, Dan, I'll let you introduce Joe.
All right, the other wrestler that we have down here is my boy right here, Joe Stockade. I love when you call him
the
that.
Devil's Outlaw?
He gets so mad when I call him that, Joe Stockade. Now, this is the Devil's Outlaw Stockade. He is the NYWC Fusion Champ.
Okay.
Ace Wrestling heavyweight champ, and God knows how many other championship belts he's had over the years. You were tag champ at one point too, right?
I've had more belts than I've had pairs of pants, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
We have another. Oh, hold on a second. We have another caller.
He's from a group called the Order of the Black.
Oh,
those are my boys. Shout out to the Order.
Okay, let's take the call.
Bow down.
Okay, actually, we're not going to take the call. All right. We're kind of getting inundated with calls here.
Jammed here.
All right, yeah, we're getting jammed up here. But I want to get through some of this. So let's go on with Joe a little bit more. Dan?
Yeah, he's pretty much held, every belt you could think of.
Joe, you can talk.
How long you been wrestling now?
Joe, tell us about yourself.
I started wrestling in 2004 at the NYWC Training Academy under Mikey Whipwreck. He's a former ECW heavyweight champion, television champion, tag champion. He was in World Championship Wrestling, which was WCW. He's been all over the world. You know, I've gone on tour. I've done Trinidad and Tobago for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And you know, I just wrestled on the East Coast predominantly for the past 7 years, and basically every weekend I'm on the road doing my thing.
What made you guys decide to get involved with this event? Is this near and dear to your heart?
Well, I've known Dan 3 years now.
Yeah, something like 3 4 years now.
You know, Dan's done everything. I mean, photographs for us, me and my group, The Order, our music. So anytime I can return the favor to Dan, I do it with no questions asked.
How do you feel like the pro wrestling ties into all of this stuff?
Well, the thing is, Richie was a huge wrestling fan.
Okay.
He loved The Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, you have no idea the kind of beatings I used to take from this kid when he was younger.
Now, what's the deal with The Ultimate? Did he pass away, or is The Ultimate Warrior?
He's still around.
Okay. Because there were some rumors that he had passed away.
No, he's still around. He's a lunatic, but he's still around.
He has
You're not starting those rumors, are you?
No, I'm not starting anything.
But, can I ask you a question here?
My brother Richie was he was just a huge wrestling fan. We used to play the video games all the time. He used to jump on me and
the two of them, it was very funny.
From that kid growing up, so.
It was very funny watching the two of them.
That's
they would just go back and forth.
It was only appropriate to do a wrestling show in his memory because of how much of a fan he was of the business.
Right.
Intimidation, annihilation.